Hello out there. How is everybody doing? Welcome back. This episode of The Tiger Pit is brought to you by Unplugged Essentials. Not all hemp is created equal. Instead of using either isolated CBD or cannabis oil, they have infused their soaks with water-soluble hemp-derived phytocannabinoid-rich powder. This way they make sure that their products take advantage of the several hundred bioactive components in hemp. They make no compromise in quality whatsoever. And to ensure that, each batch is lab-tested and 100% THC-free. You can find Unplugged Essentials on Instagram or Facebook. You can go to unpluggedfloatessentials.com to get yours today. And if you use the promo code TheTigerPit, you'll get an additional 10% off your order. That's unpluggedfloatessentials.com or Unplugged Essentials on the Instagram. We are also brought to you by Knock My Legends. Knock My Legends celebrates the heroes and legends and icons of Muay Thai and kickboxing. They have a great selection of shirts and other gear and accessories to highlight the greats of the sport from the past all the way up to today. You know, great gear if you want to look good in the gym while you're training. Or, you know, if you're out and about and you just want to rep the culture, you can go to knockmylegends.com. That's NAKMUAY legends.com, as well as Facebook and Instagram, same name, Knock My Legends. And check out what they have. And when you're ready to buy something, enter the promo code TheTigerPit for additional 10% off your purchase. Again, that's knockmylegends.com and Knock My Legends on Facebook and Instagram. We're also brought to you by Athlon Rub. It's the next generation in performance and recovery for all sports. It's a new approach on the traditional Thai oil formula and enhanced through proven ingredients, made in an FDA and ISO certified lab in the United States, certified and continually tested by Informed Choice to be free of banned substances, PEDs, and cross-contamination. You can go to athlonrub.com and take a look at all the products that they have available, read testimonials from users, and see what everybody's saying about it. And when you get some things in your cart, you get an additional 10% off when you use the promo code TheTigerPit. That's athlonrub.com. Enter the promo code TheTigerPit, and you'll get an additional 10% off. We are also brought to you by Diplomatico Rum, which is distributed in over 80 countries around the world. It holds the Ron de Venezuela DOC and is recognized as one of the finest rums in the world. They have 3 different ranges: traditional, prestige, and the distillery collection. You can find them online at rondiplomatico.com to learn more about what they have, who they are, and find out some history behind one of the world's greatest rums. All right, this is for our New York listeners here. We are also brought to you by the Stepping Razor Barbershop at 952 Flushing Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. The Stepping Razor leans into the realm of the classic American barbershop. They specialize in American traditional haircut styles and shaves, but are versatile and can do a lot more. You can check them out on Instagram at The Stepping Razor Barbershop, or you can go to thesteppingrazor.com to book your appointment and get yourself looking good and feeling good. It also just happens to be where we record the show out of, so when you hear our fantastic guests on the microphone on the show, they venture down to the Stepping Razor, and this is where it all goes down. And lastly, we are brought to you by the Dojo NYC at 1082 Cypress Ave in Ridgewood. The Dojo NYC is a fully equipped martial arts training center specializing in Caipirinha Jiu-Jitsu, traditional Muay Thai, and MMA. Whether you want to go get a good workout or compete at a high level, it's a great place to train. You can also go to the dojonyc.com and check out their classes, instructors, programs, and even sign up for a free trial class. That's the dojonyc.com online and the Dojo NYC on Instagram. Tell them you heard about us on the Tiger Pit. All right. Our guest on this episode is a guitar and oud player extraordinaire. He has a new album coming out in September on Destiny Records entitled Solitude Intones Its Echo, an album of solo guitar improvisations. He's fresh off Broadway as the oud player in The Band's Visit. He's also a longtime bandmate with Danny and myself in The Cool and Deadly. So with all that said, will you please welcome to the Tiger Pit one of our oldest friends and bandmate, Mr. Harvey Valdes.
On the next episode of Adventures in Edibles.
It's a Bavarian and a Polish guy.
Okay, we'll start the podcast, right?
Here, it's 9 o'clock. It's dark enough. I'm putting on my ninja suit.
That's the part, right? You got to get into your head.
Now you're struggling with your words.
Check the Yelp reviews. I'm sure they have like 4. It's amazing.
I was trying to get that out, and I had a hard time struggling in my head.
They just see something that they don't recognize and they check out immediately.
I had a point.
Coming to the stage.
I've heard this many times from different sources.
You didn't even know me. I was hanging out there.
This one was going to be the more together one.
The Tiger Pit.
Are we rolling? Oh, we keep it. We're rolling.
Well, how was Thailand, man?
That was awesome.
Fucking great, right? Mm-hmm. Fucking cool.
Thailand was awesome, dude. It was great. What a fucking crazy place, though.
Right? Insane. Just full on live.
You've been there before?
I've been to Bali, which is probably
Yes, yeah.
somewhat
Sure.
similar. In,
South Asia.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
But it's on my place to go, yeah.
It's fucking insane, man. I mean, we spent the whole time in Bangkok.
Nice.
It's just wild what it's like there. And I was bugging out on being like the minority, because being an American, you're a minority even as a
Right,
tourist.
right.
Because all the tourists there are
Yeah.
like English and Australian.
Yeah, a
you
lot of
know?
Australians.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, that's all you heard.
Yeah.
Hearing an American English accent, an American English accent, it was just
Yeah, it's
like
like
weird,
rare.
you know? Yeah,
Who the fuck wants to travel out there? It's far, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's
Yeah.
far, and for them, it's all quick. You know,
Yeah,
they get there
it's a quick-
fast.
yeah.
The first like 5 days, 6 days of it was just like training. So
Yeah.
we were just like, I didn't venture very far. I didn't go more than like 200 feet from the gym on any given night. You know, I
Right.
just like drank here, ate here, slept here, trained here. You know,
Yeah,
real
yeah.
quick. But then at the end of our trip, we had like 3 nights. We went to the touristy section of Bangkok, and that's where it got wild for us, because now we weren't training anymore. So now we got to just fucking,
Let loose.
whew,
Yeah.
man, I made up for all those days, man. Yeah.
How was the food?
The food was excellent. Like I
Great
was
food,
eating,
right?
yeah, but I'm not gonna lie. By like the 4th or 5th day, I needed like a fucking burger,
Yeah,
man.
right.
And I was like eating like curry chicken for breakfast. Like,
Oy.
come on. After a while, man.
Or like take me to McDonald's.
Yeah, I did go to McDonald's. I did one
I need
night.
something American.
One night we did.
Get
We went to
by.
McDonald's, dude, and they sell Thai shit in the McDonald's there.
Right.
Like they had like pad Thai at McDonald's. I was
That's
like, what
crazy.
the fuck? Yeah, it was crazy.
I would have gotten that just to try one bite of
Right,
it.
right,
be
just to see what it's
the
like.
fuck is pad thai from
McDonald's
McDonald's?
pack Thai.
But yeah, man, it was a good time. But it was hard as fuck. The training.
How long were you there for?
I think it was like 11 days.
11 days.
Something
Wow.
like that, yeah. Yeah, it was a good time. Oh, but I got held up in China on the way back and shit. They wouldn't let me
Where'd you
on the
fly
fucking
into?
plane.
Did you fly into like
To
Hong Kong or
Guao-
something?
No, I wish it was Hong Kong. No, it was Guangzhou. And they were just not having it, man.
Held you back?
Uh-huh.
What'd you do? What?
Who knows what the fuck I did?
This guy looks like a terrorist. This guy's trouble.
Dude.
Giving him back.
Yo, get this. And then when I finally did get back to America after a very long, grueling process.
Oh my God.
Like I had to deal with immigration, police, all that bullshit.
Back here?
No, there.
Oh,
it was awful, dude. It was like 14 hours in the airport waiting
What?
before I got on a 15-hour flight. It was
You weren't
horrible.
just by yourself?
No, I was with my friend Kim. They held us both. And when I got back to America, 2 weeks later, I get my bags shipped to the shop. All my luggage got shipped here. And that's not the address that I had on any of my paperwork.
Well, dude.
Nothing.
They
It's on-
know you.
You know, no
They
kidding.
know you.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Like you're like, I'm
They
just giving them
definitely
my
looked into-
license here.
They
tells
definitely
you
looked into who I
Right,
was,
yeah, dude.
obviously, because that shit is not on my license. It's not on my passport. It's not on anything, man. And all of a sudden, and I'm just like thinking, okay, my shit's lost. It's gone. Like all the fucking all the tchotchkes and shit that I bought for my kids there. All the stuff I was excited to bring home. I was like, I lost it all. Fuck, I'm such a bum. And all of a sudden, 2 weeks later, my bags fucking show up at the shop.
Wow.
Was everything intact?
Everything was rummaged through and spread out. I had everything tucked nicely. All the gifts I bought were all like in individual bags and all that stuff. That shit was just open
Blown
and rummaged through, man. They went through
Wow.
everything. Yeah.
Well, next time we come back from Colorado, you'll be like, this is much easier than coming back
Yeah,
from China.
yeah, seriously. God, that's awful, man.
Yeah, it was terrible. But enough about China. Where are you coming from tonight, man?
I'm coming from the Barrymore Theater, man. 47th Street.
You've been super busy with that, man.
Super busy. It's the start of my week today.
I see you on TV like 3 times a week.
Dude, it's so
At least.
bizarre.
What, like a
man.
commercial or something?
Yeah, man.
That's awesome,
It's
man.
so bizarre. You know, we did the Today Show like a month ago.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
Yeah.
sweet, man.
It's crazy.
Damn, you even tell me.
Yeah, no, it's cool, man. I mean, it's a whole nother. It's a fucking. I'm living in this theater bubble right now, man.
Yeah.
It's-
What do you were always in bands and stuff like
Yeah,
that. We were always
yeah.
playing music, running around,
Yeah.
doing that kind of crazy style. Now that you're doing this on a day-to-day basis, and this is a legit job, man. This is
Yeah,
what
it's
you're
a
doing.
It's a job. It's a job.
Yeah. How do you feel about reporting to that every day as opposed to like how we like used to just fuck around and make music all
Yeah.
the time?
Well, I mean, it feels good. It's a job, man.
Yeah, it's a job.
You know, it's like show up.
You have to have a job.
Yeah, I gotta have a job, and it feels good at the job is music. You know.
Yeah, of course.
And the people are super cool to work with, so that just makes shit really cool. You know.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that's a great group of folks. The show's 90 minutes, so it feels
Goes
like
by pretty quick.
that goes by quick, you know?
Yeah.
Like most shows could be
playing a
2.5
set.
Yeah, they could
hours
be
long,
long,
you know,
long.
and they can be
Yeah.
long, got intermission, all that. You're there for a while. So I show up like an hour before showtime, hang out for a little bit, you know, tune up some instruments, put some stuff upstairs that needs to be up there, instruments. And then just hang out, have a coffee, tune the instruments downstairs, you know, and just keep hanging out, just fucking eating food and shit, and then like get dressed and get ready to do this
And then
thing.
you play.
And it's 90 minutes and it just goes.
And you hang out after?
And then afterwards, like, clean up, go.
That's it. Clean up and go.
Yeah, man.
And this is once a day, twice a day?
Today was once, so Wednesdays and Saturdays is twice. Yeah.
That must be heavy.
The 2 show days are long.
Yeah.
2 show days are long, man.
How long do you have in between the two sets?
Wednesdays is like 2 hours, so it's not so bad. You
Yeah.
know, you can just go outside, go get something to eat. You know, it's easy to kill and get some coffee afterwards, and then you're good. And then Saturday is like 4. No, it's like 3. It's 3 hours.
3 hours. That's a little long.
I mean, realistically, it's like we don't have to really be there till half hour before showtime. You know, but it's like you want to kind of be there.
Yeah.
You know,
get
you
in
don't
the
feel like you're
zone.
you don't
rushing
want
in
to
and-
be rushing into that whole situation because there's always you got to always kind of go through your list of things you need to do.
yeah, you're not
to be
plugged in.
ready. Yeah,
You're rushing in, you're not plugged in.
you're not plugged in exactly. But it's crazy, man.
What's the one of the differences between doing this one and when you did La De Don?
Oh man, that was
That
a
was
whole
like
one.
changing all the time.
Well, that was just like such a they're a great group of folks. It was like more of a motley group.
Okay.
But, you know, it was a great hang though. But that experience, that was like you just felt like you were doing this big art project thing, right?
Okay.
Like and you were taking that from the complete ground up. And you know, and so like there was a lot of times I was just hanging out and like doing stuff like doing Baroque moves and shit with people, just because I don't know, there's nothing musically is happening today, so I'm just gonna fucking learn Baroque movement, you know. Whereas this wasn't
Nice.
like that. I mean, this was like the purpose is you're here to do this.
Yeah.
It's just, no, this is what you're doing. I mean, we're figuring it out as it goes, but this is what you're gonna be doing. So over there, I kind of was like, you know, that
Whatever
kind of
happens,
space.
happens
Yeah.
today.
But like no, once the show got going, it was a lot easier. I mean, it was mostly playing electric guitar for that show and guitar synthesizer for that show.
Oh, man. You loved it, dude.
That was totally fucking cool, man. Totally got a Strat and decked it all out with that fucking
Nice.
synthesizer control and shit.
Nice.
What are you playing in this one?
This one I mostly play oud, and I play electric on 2 songs and acoustic on 2 songs. Acoustic nylon string, yeah.
And you do a lot of acting too. Right?
And it's like part of it's kind of acting in the beginning of the show, and then finally get the instrument. I'm like, moving around stage, playing different spots of the stage.
Right on.
It's crazy, but it's mostly oud. Everything on the stage is oud.
Oh, that's cool.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I always liked when you played that.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
It's
it
a-
kind of disappeared after a little while. It's like he never brings it around anymore. For a while, you always had it on you. At,
I
like,
get,
rehearsals and
yeah,
stuff.
dude. I think, yeah. I mean, that was around the time when I lived over at 715 in Myrtle Ave back in the day.
Oh, I guess
That's when I got really heavy in that shit. You know,
Right,
so
right,
it was like
right. That's when you were
oud.
playing with that. It was like in this
Middle
band or
Eastern,
something,
yeah, it's really a Middle Eastern group,
Yeah.
yeah. So I was in it for a minute.
Yeah, that's
with,
cool stuff.
Running around playing oud all the time. So it was cool to get the phone call for this because it was like a whole nother
Yeah.
side of it. Like doing it
hell
at a
yeah.
musical was like, what?
Do you have talking lines?
No.
No, you just it's like body movement stuff and standing
Around.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't get much like acting directed,
Yeah.
like direction. Just like you guys are kind of like already it. You're like this bummed out band that fucking missed the bus. That are, dude, we all know what it's like to miss the fucking gig. As we all fucking spent the week in fucking Corpus Christi, Texas. So I was like, yeah, totally. I get that, what this situation is about.
You're like, watch this.
Just look fucking bored.
Right. How much better of an oud player do you think you are now than from when you started the show?
Oh, wow. Interesting question, man. Better of an oud
I've
player.
seen your Instagram post. A fucking lot better, man.
I guess my chops are fucking up, man. That's for sure.
Holy shit,
I could
dude.
definitely
You're
get onto
fucking
the
killing it, man.
speed fucking shred oud thing on there.
Big time.
That shit's
Big
scary
time.
fast.
Dude, his hand is like a chainsaw. I'm like,
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
happening?
It's funny. I mean, it's like funny to say it because like I'm playing the same music every night. I mean, I improvise
Yeah, right.
solos and stuff, but so it's
You,
like,
so you do improvise solos.
yeah, I improvise solos, but the rest of the music's all written, so I'm
Yeah.
playing the majority, but from memory.
You try and duplicate some solos, or do you find something that you're like,
It's-
oh, I dig that. Let me try and build on that.
I try to
tone."
grab
Or
certain things. I'm like, oh, this works. I'll, try to work with that for the week or something.
Yeah, you get like
Okay.
a
You
standard
know,
map, and then you kind of just
something.
elaborate on it from there. But
Yeah, I mean, I try to just go in and like, I don't know, I'm gonna just fucking play.
it's kind of like how we dub.
Yeah.
You know, we have like a map.
Yeah.
And everybody can kind of get off course a little bit, but we all know where to pick
where to
back
come
up
back in on it.
Yeah, we all gave each other the license.
This
to
could be
kinda
like the next
explore.
30 seconds, or it could be the rest of the show.
Yeah, it's
The
tricky,
rest of
man.
the show,
Or right,
exactly.
on one song.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. But the improv sections in this whole thing is like 16 bars long. It's tricky, man. How do you say something in 16 bars, that
And
has,
is it in 4/4, 16?
yeah,
or is
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So it's not something crazy, but
You should just play anesthesia
the whole time.
for your next one. Just do the Cliff Burton bass solo on the oud. Just like flying.
Get
on
a
that
wah. Get a fuzz wah.
shit. Or do that Eddie Van Halen, bring out the drill.
I bet you haven't seen this yet.
I got something for you motherfuckers in the house tonight.
Right.
Dude, can you imagine that?
That would be the best shit ever. You wouldn't have a job the next day.
I probably wouldn't have a job if I pulled a fucking drill
You
up
might
on
have
stage,
your own
man.
musical though.
Yeah, for real. Like, yo,
You're like, we're gonna make that.
then we're going to just take that and make a musical out of it.
He plays the oud with a drill. It just sounds so fucking ridiculous. You're like, I gotta see what that's about.
I'll pay money for that.
Yeah, dude, you gotta tell us when you have some time off. We gotta
Hang.
make some jams. I know the
Yeah.
last thing you want to do is make more.
Yeah.
Make more fucking music, dude.
Hey, when you finish your work, come here.
Hey, come on over here. Let's make some more music. Yeah, definitely on like one day off, zone out as much as possible.
Yeah, right.
Yo, the last session we had was a fucking zone the fuck out session.
Wait, the last
one
one
we
we had
had
all
here?
together?
where you were playing the
That's
this
keyboard,
keyboard
thing.
thing? Yeah.
I haven't even listened to that yet. I'm scared to even listen to what the fuck happened that
That's
session.
hilarious.
Oh my god, it was Matt Stephen Hawking. Dub
It's,
that.
it's sitting on the computer too. I put
We
it
got to
on
listen to that.
I was like, I'm not ready.
That was good.
I just saw the pictures. I was like,
Yeah, that was totally Stephen Hawkins, man. I was channeling Stephen Hawkins on that fucking. Oh yeah, you posted a video of that, didn't you?
Of
that-
you banging on the
on that
on the
keyboard?
keys. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Wow, 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 wow.
yeah.
wow,
If you
wow,
listen to the music that's going on, it's like you're over there like Beethoven in a barber chair. Like your hands are moving, but all the music is just wow, 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 wow.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, whoa, totally. So fucking
Oh
psychedelic.
man, yeah.
That shit was nuts. Yeah, I guess I should listen.
Yeah, bust that out, man.
Yeah, we need another freak out jam.
Yeah, good freak out jam session, man. I miss those.
Yeah.
For fucking real.
What are you listening to now?
Listen to a lot of classical music now, man.
Yeah?
More so than I've ever have. That's crazy. That's all I listen to.
What's bringing you there?
Huh?
What's bringing you to that?
Just, I guess, like the dynamics of it. You know, just like it's just speaking to me now. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Hearing music in that way and this like breathing, dynamic way more so than anything,
Mm-hmm.
and all the harmonies and all the melodies and all
Yeah.
intertwining shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you're listening to a whole different way now.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. that's all I'm like, all I'm listening to.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta listen to something else, man.
I fell into
What
that
else is
too,
that?
man. Like I fell into that too. I've been listening to a lot of that.
It's crazy. Like I'll run with a genre of music for a while. Sometimes like it gets just like, all right, like let me check this out. Heard this, heard that, and then it leads you to other things, right? So it's like you're like checking out who's this guy. All right, what does he do? Oh, but you might like this guy because he does that, right? So then you find somebody else. It's like it's endless. It's like,
I remember when I was feeling good about this, like coming across Sibelius. And you know, my lady comes home and she's like, "Oh yeah, Sibelius, man, he's got some. You should check out this one, this one, this one."
Right.
I was like, "Damn, I felt like I stumbled across something."
no,
you know?
man. No, it's crazy. Yeah, the rabbit,
They're
the
so,
fucking hole, man. You get right in there, just like, psh.
It makes you use your brain to listen to this stuff. Actually,
yeah.
If you're really listening.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
it's not. You gotta be actively listening to this stuff.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
don't
I
know
mean-
too much about classical music. I never really spent too much time listening to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the bass standard stuff that everybody else knows, but
like Eddie Money.
like yeah,
Like that's the classical music.
exactly, exactly like Eddie Money.
Like Eddie Money.
You know, Eddie
You know, America's classical music.
She's an American treasure.
But yeah, a lot of classical. This past year, dude, I fucking just started learning classical guitar, like for fucking real. Like, I messed around with it for years, this, that, and the other thing. But I was like, a year ago, I was like, I'm just gonna go there.
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
seems like that's where I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Just get into that zone. So it's like that's all I've been. And like I'll listen to a lot of fucking classical guitar now. It's like insane.
That's cool.
Segovia.
Segovia stuff. You know, John Williams, Julian Bream, all these people, man. All these people, and then like learning pieces, man. Like fucking, I feel like I'm just like relearning how to play guitar.
Wow.
Like playing classical guitar. I mean, and just playing the instrument itself is so different from playing an electric guitar.
Yeah.
You know, it's this fucking big acoustic thing with this fucking wide neck, big, flat, and you're just, and then the fucking strings are super high off the
Yeah. The
fretboard,
whole
you know?
attack of it is different. It's all weird.
And it's all the right hand, you know, developing your right hand, you know. Yeah, I'm just like, God, can I even play fucking guitar anymore?
Please don't say that in my presence.
Can I fucking like do this? Like,
I
what
still
the
want to
fuck?
keep playing, so please don't knock this out of my life.
No, man, sorry, dude. Sorry, but it's insane. Like, you know, it's just a whole other way of playing guitar
It's just
that is so foreign to what I've known, like playing all my life. You know, I mean, the musical principles are all the same, but the technique is just.
What is different in the?
It's all this right hand. It's like developing this independence in your right hand. You know,
It's crazy how they move the left hand in.
and conjunct,
with
yeah,
certain
the whole
things like
coordinate, the
conjunction,
whole,
like, it's
man,
fucking wild,
it's
man.
insane, man. It's insane, and like bar chords and shit. Like I'll play bar chords on a fucking classical guitar. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't do this, man. You know, like what's wrong with me?
it's like all that Portuguese guitar style. It's all
That,
like that.
yeah, I mean, it's all
Yo,
this stuff, man.
I can't even fuck with it. I'm just like, okay, yeah, not happening.
And there's dudes that just like
Not
grow
doing
up
that.
playing that shit from like a very young age, you know.
yeah, of course. These
You
guys
know,
start playing at like
it's
7 years
insane.
old.
It's an interesting thing because it's like about like songs, you know, it's like this tradition. It's like, you know, songs get passed down through
Yeah, yeah,
families
yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
You know, somebody has a guitar laying around, they fucking the kid picks it up, whatever.
Yep.
So it's really interesting approach because you hear these guys play like you know, they're playing songs, they're playing music like
Yeah.
songs, you know, where some stuff can be like very technical, you know, it becomes more about the actual playing of the instrument as opposed to
What you're emanating from.
yeah, you know.
Right.
So it's interesting. Like that whole shit is,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, just passing down culture through song.
Yeah, totally.
And that's cool. That's super cool. Very rich.
Yes.
Well, dude,
Like America's classical music, man.
Like Eddie Money. He's very rich.
He's very rich.
you don't get any richer than the ruffly shirt on the flamenco guitar.
Oh my god.
You need a roughly shirt. You
That's
need
the
Bill
shit.
playing maracas
Oh
behind
my
you.
god, that would be it. But playing classical guitar with a ruffled shirt.
The Ingve
Jesus
Malmsteen
Christ.
of snapping.
Oh
I
yeah,
have
that
to- if
fucking.
you're
That guy was
snapping your
ridiculous.
fingers
That thing, please don't ever send me stuff like that anymore.
Yo, did you read the comments in that video?
No.
Oh, they're like, yo, this dude's so psyched up, he's got a boner.
Oh my god, that dude has some moves, man. Yo, for him to be that good at snapping like that,
What?
you know that he has to practice that shit, man.
He's passing that down to generation.
Yeah, talk about
Seriously, what the fuck? Because that wasn't like, he didn't just like start that for the video. That dude has been practicing that shit.
Yeah, he put
Oh
work
yeah,
into
that
that.
guy's been
was
working at
super
it. And
coordinated.
he's like, tonight's the night.
Yeah.
It's documenting this shit.
Snap master.
Tonight's the night. I'm doing this. It's going down. I was hoping secretly that somewhere in that video he would punch himself in the face.
And that guy would have been close.
He almost did a couple times. You know who he should battle? He should battle that Spoon Man guy.
Oh wow, yeah.
Spoon Man versus Snap
Snap
Master.
man, Snap man. Oh man, yeah, that dude was.
I want to see that shit.
That dude was on it, man.
That's not what I was expecting.
I don't
When
think
I
I've seen
opened that
anybody
shit-
snap that
No.
fast in my life. Have you ever seen anybody snap like that?
Yeah, I don't even know how he did. He's like, like, what the fuck? And he had the body movements to like make it work.
He
too,
was
you know?
rolling
He was,
around
like-
on the ground and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
He, like, kept going.
Yeah, he
got
had to
up
like
and
torque
shit.
out his arm and shit to get the correct snap at the moment on tempo and shit.
And he was all leaning
Yeah,
forward.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? He was like, he had technique.
He
man.
had technique.
He had technique.
He sure.
You
had
can see
technique.
that's what I meant when I say he was practicing that shit, but he was exhibiting technique that I was like, he didn't just make that up just now on the
No,
fly.
he can't do
like,
that on
he's
the
had
fly.
that. He's been
He's
working on
worked
that
that.
snap right there for 7 months.
Yeah.
To get that
Just that section.
just
looped.
that section, man.
5
He was
seconds
struggling with that section. Yo, man, my snapping's been real off this week.
I gotta get in the shed.
I gotta get shit.
I gotta get in the shed. Snap my way. Imagine.
Hey, man, what are you doing tonight? Embarrassing my snaps.
Dude, I feel like you break your bones, man, snapping that hard. If I snap that hard, fuck, man.
There's got to be some way to fucking quantify his
How
snapping
fast he's
He
going.
had like triplets going on. And
Dude, they should do one of those slow-mo videos on him.
and his timing. Yo, I'm gonna watch it on YouTube at like fucking half speed down or full speed down. That'd be probably the most awesome jam you'll ever
No,
hear
but
in
like-
your life, dude. Jun, 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 jun.
you see his fingers like hit. It's like little sparks happening.
Have you ever seen the slow motion video of the guy beatboxing? Mm-hmm. Like,
No.
fake, like
What
With
is
his
that
lips.
sounds
Yeah,
great.
that German guy.
That's great.
That shit was crazy. Did you ever see that?
No.
Oh my god, you need to see that, man. You
I
need
gotta
to
see that shit. That's funny, man.
That shit was insane. Yeah, man.
We got quite the thread going on, though. I love our thread.
Yeah, dude.
that's been going for a long time.
Yeah, dude.
man.
What's that?
The band or the thread?
The longest line.
Harvey's interest in snapping. It goes back a while.
It goes back a long time, and I've been lately getting into classical snapping these days.
I feel like I'm finally the snapper that I've wanted to be.
Yeah. I feel like I've never snapped before in my life.
Hey, snap out of it.
Hey!
Clown shoes.
Unbelievable.
I know, I'm so silly right now.
Yeah, man, that guy was insane. And how about I sent you that chick that played her with the drums with her fucking legs, her feet.
Yes, that.
She was
you
a
sent that. I
contortionist.
thought Bill sent that. You sent that.
I sent that.
I hate that fucking video.
That chick
Don't
was weird,
say that
man.
again. I fucking hated every second of it. I was like, ah.
I think she was like a photo shoot thing. or
Was
some
she doing
bullshit.
like a
Weird,
solo or jamming
Dude,
along?
No,
it sounded
it wasn't
like
even.
it was free fucking jazz,
was like,
man. It was so random.
She was just hitting.
And she was just hitting shit.
I was like, what? What the fuck is happening? I was like, I didn't even know what I was watching. I was like thinking she's gonna fall or something like this. Like, why'd they send me this?
That's what you would want, right? That's what you want
I
to
was
hold
like, waiting
your
for
hope
her to fall down.
Yeah.
It's awful.
No, dude, everybody's thinking it. You just say.
Oh, it was a horrible video. Did you
Yeah.
like that brain video I sent you the other day?
That was disgusting, man.
that
I
was
can't
awesome,
watch that
wasn't
shit.
it?
You know what that reminded me of? Do you guys remember that movie Faces of Death?
Yes,
Yeah.
I watched all of them.
I watched.
There's
Yeah,
like
I watched a
5
bunch. Yeah, there were a
episodes.
lot of them, man. We used to go to like Palmer Video in Jersey.
Yeah.
Palmer Video. I don't know if you had like
Yeah,
anything.
no, we had Major Video, but that's where I used to get it
Probably,
from.
yeah, and they had like a back room back there with like with a curtain.
Yeah. The stuff that was either graphic or like porno shit.
Yeah, gore, graphic,
Yeah.
porno, shit, whatever.
Yeah.
And that shit, Faces of Death would be mad. That shit looks so evil all the time.
Dude. When I was a kid, I used to mow the lawn like bright and early on Saturdays. My dad would be like, "Yo, I'm gonna take you to a Major Video, go pick up some movies for
And
tonight."
you get that
Yeah,
shit.
like a cousin of mine would sleep over or whatever, and I got all the Faces of Death like in a row, dude, every fucking weekend, and I like freaked
In a
all my
row every
cousins out.
weekend.
They were like, couldn't believe what they saw.
No, dude.
I have a very good capacity of being able to just be like
gore
I can
out on
watch
shit? You can watch all the
craziest
gore shit?
Yeah, it doesn't. I'm
Doesn't
just like,
affect
yep.
you.
That's one of my favorite Instagram.
No, that's one of my favorite
pages.
things to do.
No, the favorite Instagram
watch-
pages that I follow is
just
this
watch
girl
gore.
who does like I forgot her handle, but she does like she's what do you call it? Someone who does autopsies.
Coroner, not a coroner.
Yeah, it's a
Coroner,
coroner.
okay.
Yeah. And
She's
all
an
her-
Instagram. That's her.
Yeah,
that's
all
her
her
page.
posts
She's
are
a coroner.
her job. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, man. That's
It's-
rough, man.
It's crazy. What a crazy page, dude.
Is that where
was
you
her
got
page, I
that?
think.
Is that where you got that?
I think so. Yeah.
That
Did
brain
you see
video?
how they severed the cervical cord to not cervical
Nah,
cord, the
man.
cerebral the cord in your brain, the brain stem. I think that's your brain stem, right? That's what it'd be called.
Sure.
You see, like cut that chip.
Yeah.
I didn't make it that far in.
I couldn't go that far. And I was like, I saw that in the morning. I check my like in videos in the morning sometimes. And I'm just like, oh man.
You know, the brain looks crazy too. It looks fake. When
Yeah,
they open that
it
shit
looks
up, it looks like fucking macaroni ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spaghetti.
Yeah, like a
You know?
matzo ball.
Even the color of it, and it's like, it looks fake.
Yeah.
When they're looking at it, they're moving around. It's like, dude, your brain moves and shit. That's crazy. When you're alive and they do surgery on your brain, yeah, that shit's moving around, man. You can see your brain like
Like flexing.
yeah.
and-
yeah.
I guess, right? Synapses and shit. And it's
Wow.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can touch, they can poke parts of your brain and like make you like move and shit. Like it'll send the same.
I'm never having brain surgery.
You
Somebody
hope.
be in there like
You hope to never
snapping their
have it, right?
fingers on
Yeah,
my
but
brain.
snapping on the brain.
They got me snapping the shit. They're like, you like Blue Danube?
Yeah, I love that page, man. That page is nuts.
That gory shit, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't fucking bother me at all.
But that movie, Faces of Death, was fucking so fucking weird, man.
Oh yeah, they ate a monkey's
the first
brain.
one,
on
the
of
first
them.
one was a monkey's brain.
Yeah. And
There was the guy who got attacked by the Dobermans in the car lot,
Oh yeah,
like
Oh, I
jumped
don't
the
remember that
fence.
one.
Or the Rottweilers.
Rottweilers.
It was just like security cam.
Oh.
The guy jumped over the fence and was gonna steal a car, and there was like 4 Rottweilers, and they got him.
fucked up.
Yeah. Some of the Faces of the Death shit was like
A little too
Yeah,
far.
yeah,
well, some of
yeah.
that was staged or something.
yeah. Some of it was
Yeah.
was made.
It's a weird time period too. Like all the production.
That production value was so low
Crazy.
budget, man.
Yeah, it was crazy. I think because a lot of it's like surveillance cams. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You see the guy falling from the fucking jumping off
Yeah,
the building.
jumping off the
Boom,
building.
splat his head
Yeah.
fucking cracked like a coconut.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They used to show it at the fucking drive-in.
Faces of Death at the drive-in.
At the drive-in.
Dude, that
Really?
sounds like such a
that sounds
burnout
amazing.
thing to do.
Hell
dude.
yeah.
Like, yo, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
fucking see
You
Faces
pull
of
up there
Death.
in your CUDA
In
For real.
in the summertime, it
with
was
pot
like,
smoke coming out the window.
yeah.
Throwing a can of Bud on the floor outside when you park.
watching Faces of Death at the drive-in.
I want to go to some drive-ins, man. That's just
They're around.
They're gone.
They're around. Some of them are around.
You got some in Jersey still there?
I think there might be one still in Jersey.
In Mass,
there
there's
used
like,
to be one in
There's
Hazlitt.
like 2 in there, like on the opposite fucking ends of the state. There used to be a ton of them when I was younger, but this shit's gone.
I saw Batman, Michael Keaton Batman on drive-in.
Oh, really? That's hilarious.
Nice.
Yeah.
When you think of Batman, me personally, I think of
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
With Adam.
Adam West.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
That's my Batman.
That jam, like that fucking
Super
jam. It's like
60s.
synonymous with Batman.
60s.
60s
Batman.
Batman. Everything.
That record, there's some crazy jams on that
Wow.
shit. You know, Sada Masagana? There's a jam that they said that Sada Masagana originated from, and it's off the original Batman.
Oh, really?
soundtrack. And-
Oh, you sent that to me before.
yeah,
I remember
and
it is. It's
the
exactly
same
like it.
melody. It's the same everything.
Wow.
It's just a crazy, funky, like that, that 60s
Yeah.
Batman shit.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? Like, poof, pow.
60s like surf pop kind of sleazy style. It's great.
It's a little martini in
Yeah,
there.
Sleazy surf music.
Yeah, it's great. I love that shit.
Sleazy surf music, man.
I gotta make my kids watch that shit now. Dude, you know
Yeah.
what they just got into? Popeye.
What, the musical movie? The
Yes.
movie?
No, not, they've watched the movie too, but Z's
Robin
really
Williams.
into
That was a
watching.
great fucking movie, man.
Yeah, it was great,
That
dude.
was
Dude, he
amazing
became
movie.
Popeye.
He did become Popeye, man. That
He
dude
was straight up Popeye as
Yeah.
a human in that fucking movie. It was
Yeah.
weird. When I first saw that as a kid, I was like, yo.
And
That
his
was-
dad,
dude.
too. Who is
Yeah,
his
yeah,
dad?
the
was
guy who played
Mickey?
his dad.
Yeah.
He was totally.
You're a bum, Popeye.
Yeah.
He's a wrecking machine,
He was a little
Popeye.
bit more gruff than Popeye, which made it believable.
Yeah,
You're like,
dude,
of course
totally.
you're Popeye's dad. You fucking look like you kick ass too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, those two were pretty fucking
Great
on,
casting, man.
He's been into watching all the Popeye cartoons.
Oh, the old ones.
Yeah, all the ones from when we were kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is cool, man. He's like all about. He wants to watch it every day. I'm like, overload on that shit. That's cool.
That's
Yeah,
great.
that's a good one to overload.
Hey, I wonder
Yeah,
if they're-
man, that's the shit I grew up
wonder if
on.
they're going to bring Popeye back, man. Is that
I feel
somebody
like it's overdue, right? They need to bring that guy back.
You know
what the
what I mean?
fuck?
You know what though? I don't think they could now because they're like, oh, he was a sailor.
He was a sailor.
And
cares?
Like,
What a
people
way to
get-
ramp
people
up
get
people's
crazy
kids to
about
go to
that
the
shit.
Navy.
Yeah.
Seriously.
I mean, get this
Well, look
dude
at
up
what
there.
he did for spinach, man.
Yeah, seriously.
He'll be
I think
kale.
I
Instead of
only
spinach,
ate
it'll be
spinach
kale.
in my
dude,
life because of Popeye.
Kale, Popeye, free range Popeye.
Hey, tell me you don't think of Popeye every time you do eat spinach as a grown man.
He's the reason that
right?
you still, yeah. of
Man,
course,
my
man.
mom forced me fucking eat spinach soup. Oh, I hated that shit,
Oh, yeah,
man.
I like
Spinach
it.
soup.
Spinach is good for you,
that.
man.
Well, as a kid, you're like, who wants to eat this, man?
What the fuck is spinach?
Yeah,
when
dude.
you're a kid, yeah, you go, fuck that shit, man.
But I ate it because of Popeye. I did.
They're growing up without
Without Popeye.
the Batman song
Yeah.
and Popeye.
Yeah. They could bring back Popeye, man. That would
Right.
be
Like who
that would be so
who would be a good
perfect right
Popeye,
now.
man, these days?
These days?
Who could do a Popeye?
They would fuck it up. They'd be like Jason Momoa as Popeye.
Yeah,
like,
no,
the
you
guy-
can't be. No.
You'd be like, oh, what? Why? Like, they'd make some crazy choices. They'd be like, Popeye needs a revamping. We need to rework Popeye.
What if Quentin Tarantino did it and he did like a fucked up Popeye?
That would be a pretty vicious Popeye, man.
That's what I mean.
That'd make some great scenes.
That'd be a great
some
twist on it.
Great violent scenes.
Popeye
man.
was like, just like, he's
He
kicking
would-
ass on the
that would be
docks and
interesting.
shit.
Dude, somebody needs to pitch that to that guy.
Right?
We're like, we're in this together, though.
I want to be in Popeye.
I just want to play Popeye's limo driver.
Yeah, that's all I need to do.
Popeye's fighting fucking. He'd have to be fighting like Nigerian pirates or something if it was Quentin
1800s.
Tarantino.
Something.
It'd have to be like some crazy thing like that. Like Popeye's a retired sailor at this point. He's like coasting around the coast of Africa and he's fighting off like
He's controlling
pirates.
the spinach trade.
Somalian
it'd have
pirates.
to be ganja.
Spinach
It'd have to be
cartel.
ganja. It'd have to be cannabis at this point. I mean, that's what he's putting in his pipe.
He's
He
getting
did smoke
high.
a pipe. That
You
is
know what I'm
true.
Yeah, Popeye's kind of lost. Yeah, it'd be curious to see if they brought that back.
He actually used to stick the spinach in his pipe.
Yeah.
And suck it
and
through
suck
the
it through a
straw.
straw. Yeah, that was a cartoon, man.
That was weird.
It was a Nintendo game, the
Subliminal.
Popeye Nintendo game. Remember that?
There was?
Yeah.
A Nintendo game?
So, man.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Dude, it's funny. We talk about Popeye. I have a box full of fucking old toys. I need to. I'm just
You
like, why
do?
don't
They're
I-
probably worth money, dude.
Oh, I don't even know, man.
What do you have?
Like some Star Wars stuff, bunch of Transformers.
Oh, Transformers.
But I have this ugly fucking Popeye phone.
Really?
It's like the ugliest thing, man. I think I got a picture.
A
Maybe.
phone?
Yeah. And like my aunt gave it to me when I was a kid. You know?
What do you mean, like a phone like you can actually plug in as a landline?
Yeah, it's like this.
Why would you
It's
get
a
rid
pillow.
of that?
Check it out. It's like this fucking high. You know, it's like fuck. It's like this. It looks like what the fuck is this? Like this big fucking Popeye figurine thing. So it's like the base.
Yeah, oh, I can
And
imagine what
it's
it
like
is.
this beige base, and there's like a pillow that he's like standing on, and he's holding a fucking can of spinach. And the can of spinach is what the piece that you put to your ear. That's the fucking.
That's great.
And like in the pillow that he's standing on, like the pillow has like a snout or something, and that's where you talk into. And the base of it underneath is where all the keypad is, man.
Okay.
It's just the most bizarre thing, man.
I want it. Can I buy this from you?
You want it? You're like, I love it, man.
I want it to be the shop phone.
I think it will look great in here.
I want
actually.
it, dude.
Yeah. Next time I come through, I'll bring that Popeye
Dude,
phone.
that would be fucking hilarious if I actually got a landline in here and that was the fucking phone.
That was the phone. Jesus Christ.
In the middle of all this, there's Popeye standing there on a pillow and shit.
That's great.
Yeah, man. It's so fucking ugly, man. I'm just like, what am I doing with this? I'll bring it to you. You like it, man. You're like,
I would like it.
This is good.
Yo, sometimes I love going down the rabbit hole of like looking up all my all the cartoons, the weird cartoons I used to
Yeah.
watching as a kid.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's some
when I'm
good
like
stuff.
super stoned at home and shit late night, I'm like, let me look up fucking, you know.
And humanoids.
Yeah, what was that one cartoon? I think it was Hanna-Barbera. They were like on a new planet.
Yes.
And shit. Like, you know.
Yes. And
You
there
know
was
what I'm
like,
talking about?
and the jelly, there was like one of the jelly guys. There was, I
There was
know,
a few
I
people.
know what you're
There was a
talking
few
about,
people.
man. And
The
I
dude
just remember
oddly
this.
looked like He-Man a little bit.
Yes.
It looks like He-Man's cousin or
Yes.
something. Because it's Hanna-Barbera, so it's like, you know, same kind of design.
We gotta look this up because I remembered this.
You remember
a month,
this?
I remember this.
And
a
wasn't
month
there like
ago.
a weird, like kind of like a Chewbacca-ish kind of like guy on the board too?
Yep.
Like he was like a weird monster
Yeah.
type thing.
Yeah.
I know what.
Yeah. Remember that shit?
Yeah, there were. There was like it was a family that lived on like this planet.
Correct.
Were they blue?
No, they weren't blue. It was a family that had a planet, like, and one of their sidekick like monsters that lived with
Yeah.
them was like this jelly thing, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, I know it's so vague, but
I don't remember what the name of that fucking
like this
show was.
jelly
I love
thing.
that show though. That show was great as a kid. What was the other one? He was like a doctor, like an archaeologist guy, and he had the little Indian kid, Raji. You remember what I'm talking about? He was like an archaeologist kind of guy, kind of like
oh, I don't, man. How would you even look? Oh, Hanna-Barbera barbarian cartoon. This is it, dude.
what is it?
Thundar the Barbarian.
Thundar.
How can you not remember that?
Thundar the. Let me see the
How
picture.
can you not remember this, man?
Thundar.
Yeah, total
Thunder.
He-Man's cousin style.
Yes, totally He-Man's cousin.
It's like total fucking.
This is
bite
not
off
the
of
one
He-Man.
I'm talking about. I do know this one. This one was the one that I must have crossed the two by saying he looked like He-Man's cousin, which he does. This is like, this is his primo, dude. And what the fuck's up with this dog man? Like his dog guy. He's like homeboy. He has like a dog's head, like a wolf's head.
Right.
What?
It's so weird.
Well,
he's
this-
like all built. Too.
Hanna-Barbera was
he's like
like
a
low
an
budget,
80s
low rent,
bodybuilder
man.
with a fucking like.
They were
wolf
just
head.
throwing everything at the wall.
They're
Look at
just
this
kinda
guy.
went
Look at
for
his
it.
homeboy next to him.
Yeah.
He's like an 80s bodybuilder with a wolf head.
Yep. Yeah. He was like.
Yeah, it was like He-Man's cousin for sure. The one I'm thinking of was like a crew that was like on
Yeah.
a ship, and they'd go to like different planets because there was like dinosaurs in it and shit.
It reminds me of Beastmaster too.
Beastmaster.
Oh yeah, I tried making my kids watch that Beastmaster movie the other day.
They were, like, not
I
in
had
it.
to abort the mission.
They were like, "What is this?"
I had to abort the mission
What
in
is
like
this,
the
dude?
first 2 minutes, dude. They were like sacrificing a baby right in the beginning. I was like, what? I forgot that it was like that. But I watched that shit when I was a little
Right,
kid.
you watched that when
and
you were a kid,
my,
man.
Dita, my 4-year-old's like looking at me like, what's happening, Daddy? What's happening? I'm like, hold on, just relax. Hold on. I say, oh my God, how long is this gonna go? And they're like pulling out the knife. They got the baby on the altar. He's like raising the fucking knife, like ready to stab the baby. I'm like, what the hell? So I was like, we gotta. And I hyped that movie up all day too. I had to
They're
work
so
the mission.
excited. You're
I
like,
was
I
so
gotta-
excited,
I can't
dude. I
watch
got them to
this.
sit down, like just sit still to watch this movie. I had to abort the mission. I was trying to do wind down movie night.
Nah, dude. You gotta watch Star Wars, man. Just throw on.
Oh,
Star
we
Wars.
watch all the Star Wars.
You
That
know?
shit's easy.
It's easy, right?
Yeah, that's easy watching, man.
Or like put on Legend or something.
Legend.
What the hell is Legend?
Tom Cruise.
Tom
And yes, did the Legends can be.
Yeah. That or what's the other one? It's
Willow.
Willow, yeah. Willow.
Willow's another one with the
Time Bandits.
Time Bandits.
Yo,
Yeah. I gotta
that
look at
movie
one.
is dark though. Like
That movie is crazy, man.
I watched that recently. I love that movie.
Yeah, I gotta watch
like
that
those
one.
movies.
Yeah,
Princess
I made them watch
Bride, man.
Gremlins. They loved
Oh,
Gremlins.
Gremlins is great.
I made them watch Goonies, and they loved
Goonies?
Goonies, dude. I had to watch it like 3 times
Really?
because my daughter, especially,
it.
she wanted to watch that shit after school. I'm like,
so
watch, get
good,
it ready
though,
this
man.
week. I want to watch Goonies.
It's so
Goonies
good,
played
though.
for like a week in my house. She loved it.
It's a good one.
It's a good movie.
Yeah. What other ones? I made them watch a lot of my kids' movies. Yeah, but it's good. They sit down, they watch it, man.
Rad. Make him watch Rad.
Yeah, I tried finding Rad. Actually, I couldn't find it.
Can't find
I
it?
couldn't find. It's not on Netflix. I couldn't find it.
Wow.
I couldn't find it on Cody.
I'm not surprised.
I couldn't find it
it's
on
not
Cody.
That's not out there.
No, that one's a.
Gleaming
That's like an
the Cube.
e-bot.
Gleaming the
eBay.
Cube, man.
That's a, Gleaming the Cube. I want to have them
Yeah.
watch. Gleaming the Cube is good. I've tried to make them watch Thrashing, but
No.
not. They've watched Beat Street. They've watched
Yeah,
a few.
Beat Street.
They watched a
Bruce
few.
Leroy. What was it? What was
Yeah,
that movie?
The Last Dragon. They've
Yeah,
watched
Last
that
Dragon.
one. I know there's so many more that I'm missing. I'm at the point now, like somebody says it good, I'm like writing it down. Like,
That Billie Jean movie. That was another Christian Slater movie.
Billie Jean.
Was it called Billie Jean? The Legend of Billie Jean.
It's probably a little too like teenager-ish though, right?
It might be. Yeah.
They have a hard time following that stuff. They're too young.
Yeah.
You gotta watch Sacrificing Babies.
Yeah. Just put on an Eddie Money concert.
Just fucking put on your Instagram fucking gore feed, man. Dude,
Here you go.
just check this out.
It's like, we'll watch anything.
Watch them cut the brain stem. Check this out, man. We're gonna peel back this dude's scalp. Hold on.
Watch this. This is real.
You know, I've showed Z some stuff like where like people get hurt and shit.
He must be like, what?
Yeah, like when people like really like jack themselves up and shit. And I'll be like, that's what happens when you get hurt. So don't get hurt.
Don't do it.
Yo, that's the only shit that keeps you from dying as a kid is if you understand consequences. You understand? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
have no concept of like what consequences are, that's how you can die by accident.
Yeah, you can do stupid shit.
Doing
Yeah.
stupid shit.
Yeah.
People fucking die doing stupid shit.
A lot of stupid shit.
You know what I mean? And when you're a kid, you do a lot of stupid shit.
Yeah.
But I always did it with knowing like where shit was too far.
Right. You
I'd be
gotta
like,
know the limit.
I'm gonna get hurt doing that. Like I
Yeah.
knew, you know what I'm saying? But I seen some people get fucked up.
Like in real life? Or
Hell yeah. No, in real life, yeah. Like,
Yeah, that's not good.
you know, yeah, not fun. The Herculoids. That's the one.
That is the one, man.
That's what we had the two mixed.
yeah. Thundar and the Herculoids.
Yeah. What a crazy show that shit was too.
That was like the variety. It was like that, Grape Ape,
Grape Ape, Magilla Girl.
Magilla Gorilla,
Oh, yeah, they had like 3 or 4, like,
Yeah.
mini episodes
Yeah.
in there.
Space
You know
Girls.
what was the most psychedelic shit I ever seen as a kid? Banana splits.
Oh, hell yeah.
That shit is fucking weird, man.
Yeah, that stuff's out
I
there.
don't think I watched the Banana Splits enough.
It's so trippy.
They had the
These
little
dudes are
dune
like,
buggy and shit.
yeah, they wore
Oh, right,
costumes.
right.
It wasn't a cartoon. It was like a show, like a
yeah, it was like
At-
a
like an
costume show.
amusement,
Yeah, people were in there.
amusement park or something.
Yeah,
like, kinda
And they were like,
crazy.
Yeah.
they seemed like they were stoned on LSD and like they were like in playgrounds and shit. It was crazy.
Probably were, man.
all that
or
shit,
all
man.
coked up or something.
It was wild, man. You gotta watch it again, man. I'm telling you.
There's the whole thing with the intro song to that is also Buffalo Soldier. La la la.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my god.
That's right. It is.
That made me go back and check it out. You
It's
know,
the
and I was
melody.
like, I got
Yeah.
sucked into the whole episode.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, this is trippy ass shit.
You think Bob watched the Banana Splits?
It was pre Buffalo Soldier.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, it's like Wizard of Oz and Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah, if you line
was
Legend
lined up.
with Banana Split.
Isn't Banana Splits is Banana Splits from America or the UK?
It's from America.
He might have watched an episode
He
of
stole
it, man.
it. Stole
And
it.
was like, you know, he smoked a spliff and he was like, it is very close though.
Yeah.
It's weird how similar it is.
It's almost impossible to not come up with that melody though. At the same time,
right.
it's so
Sing song, singing. Feel good.
yeah. You know, Chuck Mangione. That's the Chuck Mangione jam.
Oh, yeah. He had that sound.
Dentist office music. Hear all that shit in a dentist office.
With that fucking trumpet. That's your boy.
Who's that? Chuck Mangione? Nah. Trumpets are fucking loud,
Yeah,
man.
they are loud.
Trumpets are
Dude.
really loud.
Trumpets are loud. Saxophones are loud. And you know, then you're as a guitar player, motherfuckers look at you like, oh, you're all loud. Oh, because I have an amplifier. Motherfucker, you're so loud, you start blowing that shit.
Yeah, when they put with the Barry sax too, especially because you
sound-
gotta push so hard just
Yeah,
to move
man.
air through it. It's like,
You know,
Blowing the big guy's mind.
For real, dude. For real.
Did you ever see that dude? There was a video of this dude who plays like this like contra baritone thing or something, and it's like fucking. It's like 10 feet high, man.
Get out of here with that shit.
And it's like, it's like the lowest fucking sounds you can imagine, dude. I gotta find it, man.
I've seen guys play bass lines on a tuba in the studio.
It's a lot of work, dude.
It's a lot of work.
I give
a lot
those
of air,
guys
man.
super respect. I was like, I would get to the first chorus and pass the fuck out. Like, I would
You'd be done. Yeah, you'd be done. Yeah.
And that shit's heavy to carry, too.
Yeah, you got this fucking huge thing.
you fall and then smash into the tuba. Smashes.
Yeah.
That's not a good session.
Yeah, you got to be up for that gig, man.
Dude, I've seen people's heads turning like purple and shit. Like doing.
It's a lot of air, man.
It's a lot of air you got to push out of that thing, man.
I don't know how those guys don't pass the fuck out, man.
Yeah.
They just.
Keep going. Watch Z pick up the tuba.
Oh,
man.
dude. He does love the trumpet, though. He talks about it all the time.
Really? He
I'm
might
like,
be a horn player.
Whatever instrument he plays, it's going to be a very like in your face
Yeah.
instrument.
He's going to rock out, man.
Yeah. It's hard. I'm trying to like balance that, how to like figure out getting him into it. Like the minute I tell him like you should take lessons,
Yeah.
he wants no part of it anymore.
Yeah, he's just
I'm
not
like,
into it.
no, that's how you get good, man. Like you got to do it. I'm like, everybody that's good did
gotta
that.
go to
You have
school,
to do
man.
it. And he's like, no, I don't want to. I'm like, come on.
Breaking my
then
heart, kid.
I'm getting to the point where I'm like
Break-
trying to force it on him, and I don't really want to do that. But at the same time, like you need a little bit of forcing.
Does
don't
he
you?
like
It's
fuck around with stuff though? He's like,
Yeah, oh
mess
yeah,
around
sure,
with
yeah.
stuff?
He'll go into my
Yeah.
studio and like he'll get behind the drums and like bang away and stuff. He'll like
Yeah.
mess with my guitars, but the guitars I'm like, stop touching those.
Don't break it.
You know what I mean? Because it's a little bit more delicate. So I'm like, come on, no playing. If you really want to learn, no playing around, I should say.
Yeah, you can't
if you
just
really
be
want,
banging around.
if you really want to do it, then sure, man, I'm down. Like I even asked him like, because he's left-handed, so I'm like, number one, you can't even fuck with my guitars. But I've told him like, if you
You're
want
already
one,
fucked up. You can't
I'm like, if you want one, if you really want one, I will buy you a left-handed guitar. Then he's like, no, I don't want it. I'm like, okay. Yeah.
Southpaw, man.
Yeah, I know. Everything is weird. Even teach him how to fight, everything is like backwards.
backwards.
Yeah.
Think about when you came across your instrument. You know, like you came across it.
Yeah.
You know,
I
like,
came across it late though. I did it like I did guitar as an adult, but like the only instrument I messed with as a kid was drums.
Yeah.
And my dad made me go take drum lessons at this place called Charles Bean Music. It's where he used to buy
Charles Bean music.
Charlie Bean. They used
Love
to call
it.
it Charlie Bean.
Local mom and pop
But
shops
it's
are
Charles
best,
Bean.
man. It's so cool.
And it was cool, man. It was right
Yeah.
in downtown, right in
You were
the
probably fucking in awe of all this shit there. You're
I
probably
loved going
yeah,
with him. I
dude.
went every week with him. Every weekend, he'd go there and buy like shit. I don't know why this motherfucker went all the time. He would go all the time. I mean, they did play all the time. So
He
I
just
guess he was
liked
going
buying gear.
strings, and they just like going in there too. You know what I'm saying?
But
It's
you got to
like-
put it in the
He probably
FaceTime
had a
when you're-
guitar he wanted there, and
Yeah.
was just like
No, he
going
had
there.
his guitars.
Oh, he had his guitar. right. He
that-
had that Gibson.
he still has it.
That's
He has
great,
that
man.
78 Gibson Les Paul Custom, which is super dope looking guitar, man.
Yeah.
Super dope.
Great.
And he had a Telly when I was a kid too, like a '70s Telly. But he'd go all the time, and then he had me set up to go on these like Saturday afternoon lessons and shit.
Yeah.
And you know, I was like my son. I hated it.
You're not into it.
I hated it, dude. I was
Yeah.
like, this sucks because it was just a snare drum.
and yeah, you
And
have to learn how to do it.
like
Yeah.
learning
and
like
shit.
the, you know.
I went through that too. My mom signed me up.
Yeah, but if I
Yeah.
had stuck with it, then I'd be way better.
Ta ta ti ti ta.
Yeah.
Like all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had like a small little kit at the house that he
Nice.
bought me, but that was more fun because I could just go crazy on it.
Yeah.
And then I would play his drummer's stuff all the time. But that was the extent of my music
Your
lessons as a child.
musical education as a child. Yeah, it becomes such an identity, man. Like picking up guitar for me was like, I'm learning this fucking thing.
Yeah.
You know, but I hate it. Man, lessons were rough for a while.
You
for
hated
me.
it too, right?
Yeah, because you have to like, dude would want to make me read music through Mel Bay, grade method one.
Okay.
Nobody forced you to do the lessons.
No,
right?
nobody forced
You
me to do
kept
it.
going on your own
I was
because
like,
you
I just
wanted
wanted
to
to
learn.
learn.
You wanted to get good.
Yeah, I just wanted to get good.
So no matter how bad you thought it sucked, you still wanted to go.
It sucked
He's
for
not
like
that.
half a year. It was like, oh man, I'm getting through this book, but I'm like crawling through this book. Like I clearly don't want to do this. And like at home, I'd be looking up, fucking tabs, getting tab books. You get tab books.
Okay.
I mean, looking up tabs. I didn't have a computer then.
Yeah.
Or magazines had tabs, so you learn riffs from that, right? And I finally, it was like, he at one point, he was just like, it was a great dude, man. This dude, Tony, that taught at Laurie Music, like a wedding musician, dude.
Okay.
Did like real estate on the side, too. He did like all kinds of, he was like a fucking sideman guy. And he'd be smoking mad cigarettes in that fucking lesson room, dude.
The little small
mad cigarettes, man.
4 foot room. That's how the drum rooms were.
Like small
closet.
room.
It's like
Yeah, there was a
closet.
closet fucking room, man. I'm getting smoked the fuck out, And I'm like fucking 11 years old, and this dude's like, it's
So crazy, right?
So crazy. Think about it. And then he's like, yeah, you can start bringing in some music you want to learn.
Do they do it like that anymore?
Dude, I mean, I guess rooms like that, sure, but you
Do
can't,
they? Like
be
you
smoking
can go into
cigarettes,
like
though.
no, you can't be smoking cigarettes.
It just happened.
That's not what I meant. But are they still? You think you can still get your kid in lessons like that, where it's like in a mom and pop place, and there's like small little lesson rooms.
There's
and,
always
like,
a
you
lesson.
go-
There's
yeah?
usually a lesson room back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought that might have been gone. Like that was our time, and
No,
that's it.
I think
They still
it's
do that?
it's out there, man. It's out there. There's a lot of places that have for lessons.
You know what I
Yeah.
think would be really cool for one of them to or both of them? The piano.
Yeah, piano would be cool.
I feel like piano is like that's it, man.
It's so
You
hard,
learn that
man.
shit and like
So hard,
It
though.
is, right? But
I bet some people kids take to it though. I think.
yeah.
You know what's crazy to
Bass,
watch?
guitar, all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Watching like those old women that play organ, those big organ fucking. And
Oh,
Yeah,
like
with
the
and their
pipe,
feet are
pump
fucking.
stuff.
They're like all this shit's
Yeah.
happening. All the
Yeah, they
independents
work
and then
with the
their feet
bass
are-
pedals.
It's crazy, dude. It's like a sewing machine.
It's insane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk about coordination.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's some
Talk
other.
about
they're
like I want to learn that. Like
they're like pumping. Like
Right.
yeah.
it's crazy.
Insane.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think just playing an instrument in general is pretty wild.
Anything, whatever you
Yeah.
go to.
Because you're creating some rhythmic sound and creating patterns and like
Yeah.
it's weird.
Yeah. And then you listen to Black Sabbath. And you're like, get stoned.
Dude, I remember the first time mixing pot with music. Like
Oh
the
my
first
Yeah,
time.
the
yeah.
first time, yeah.
Jamming out, you're like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
You just-
I get it right now. I totally get it.
The
You did
universe
shit
speaks.
you've never done before.
Yeah.
It's like the whole universe makes sense, man.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm never gonna not do this. That's how fucking awesome this is.
It's the best.
You get stoned, you listen to a fucking record, or you go see a concert
Like
live.
you said, you listen to Sabbath for the first time. You're just like, what the
It just
fuck
fucking
is
changes
this?
your whole
Like-
life, man. Your whole life changes that moment when you listen to a record like that, man. You know?
What was the first Sabbath record you heard? Or
Oh my god! Yeah, the first
you can
Sabbath
recall?
record I heard was the Paranoid record, right? Was that called Paranoid? What was that called?
Yeah.
A friend of mine, Steve Stiles, his dad, he had a fucking great vinyl collection, and we're all metalheads at that age, like 11 and 12 years old, and he's like, "You guys need to listen to Black Sabbath." He's like, "What?"
You guys need to listen to my
It's like, you guys, all that stuff you listen to Black Sabbath. We're like, what are you talking about? We laughed so hard at the cover of that fucking record.
Yeah,
man.
dude, so
that
you-
fucking
is it the
guy,
guy
like,
swinging the
this,
sword?
like this shit, and
Then
then
you put it on.
and put it on. We're just like, what? Just like
That's such a good record.
Yeah, it was like
these
disturbing too. like,
guys
where
are
it was like
fucking
I
dark.
was like,
Well, you're into the
"What is
gore
this?"
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
You're like, I'm over here fucking reading Fangoria.
Yeah, I was. I was.
And watching
I love
one.
Fangoria, dude. I love
like, I got my
Fangoria.
subscription
used
to
My
Fangoria.
mom used to take me to Park News,
And get
and I
Fangoria.
would go inside and buy like a kung fu magazine and a Fangoria magazine, and or like a thrashing. So it was like 2 or 3 magazines every month. I would get magazines, dude.
Yeah, man.
It's funny. I did my little magazine run. But Fangoria was on the list, dude. I always got that shit. You know, I wanted to be like a makeup
Like one of those
yeah.
dudes, like
Yeah,
make a
yeah.
Freddy
Like
mask. or
special
something.
effects makeup
Yeah.
person, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. As a kid, that's what I thought I was going to do as an adult.
That would have been cool.
Now I cut hair.
Yeah.
And
Close
sending,
enough. Close enough.
Close enough.
and sending us brain videos.
Yeah. We're like, this is what I really want to do, man.
Yo, check how they break the brainstem. They throw it on the barbecue.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Fangoria. That's some
Fangoria,
good shit. That's good shit.
Were you guys into heavy metal?
Heavy metal?
the
No,
magazine? The comic
I
thing?
wasn't into that.
I was never huge on heavy metal growing up as a kid. I was more into like, I mean, obviously I was always into hip hop and stuff and like b-boy stuff.
Yeah.
But as far as like, you know, skate rock and shit like
Oh,
that.
the
I was listening to,
magazine.
like,
The magazine, heavy metal.
oh, heavy metal, the magazine?
Yeah, like the
little,
comic
comic.
Oh, magazine. Oh,
Magazine.
the magazine, not the
Yeah.
comic book. I thought you were talking about the song, like the genre.
The genre of music.
Like, no.
No, man, we're talking about the magazine, man.
No, the magazine. No, definitely no. I wasn't into heavy metal. I mean, it's a very broad question.
Like, I didn't like it that much. I was more of a b-boy guy. It's not that cool.
You can't break it.
I think it's about that time, fellas.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Wrap it up.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
It was a good podcast, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
had fun. I got silly as fuck.
Got totally silly.
We haven't seen you in so long now.
Yeah, man.
I feel like I went from seeing you every week, multiple times a week,
Yeah.
and now I see you once a year.
I know, man. Busy fucking moment in life.
I know.
Crazy.
Big time. You're very professional.
On Broadway.
You're pro now. You are so pro.
Oh, man. Crazy.
I want to say thanks again to everybody for tuning in, and a big special thanks to Mr. Harvey Valdes for coming down and joining us on the Tiger Pit. Thanks to everybody for listening, XYZ, etc., blah, blah, blah. Take it easy.